welcome back to my channel. This week, which I don't know if I'm going to do this up until Thursday or longer, it's Christmas week. So we have a lot going on this week, like a lot. I still have a lot of gifts I need to wrap. I have so much stuff I need to do that I need to sit down with my planner and write everything out for every day because I am so overwhelmed. I am very overstimulated. I've had a really bad mental week last week, and I still feel it very heavy on me right now. And I really don't want to read. That is my problem. I don't think I'm in a slump. I think mentally reading for me right now is a little bit too much. If I do YouTube, I'm okay. But reading, it's a little bit too much for me at the moment. But if I want to read, I'll pick it up. I'm still listening to Throne of Ice and Blood from Marion Blackwood. I'm still listening to that. I'm at about 70%, but I don't want to listen to it. Like, I just don't. I don't want to listen to High Stakes. I don't want to listen to a cozy. I don't want to really read anything right now. I tried last night to make myself read just like a smutty little Christmas romance, like from a series that I read before. And it's like a little novella, and it really wasn't doing it for me. So I'm like, okay, I'm not in a slump. I think mentally reading for me is not what I need right now. So, and that's not good. Well, for me, because I love to read. I love to read. I love to hear the stories, but with how I am right now, probably not the best option. I don't want to put myself really in a slump and not want to pick up anything at all. So, there are other books that I really want to read, and maybe I'll grab them and read them because I just really want to reread the Ashen series, and I want to take my time. I do really want to reread Throne of Glass. I read all of those in 2024, and I love them, and I feel like I want to really get into a rereading era because some of the books I've read are just so good. Some of them I have on my shelves, and I'm like, if I reread you, will I want to keep you? I don't know. So I'm really hoping to just get some reading done this week. If I don't read this week, that's fine too, because also Christmas is this week. It's going to be chaotic no matter what. And I have so much I need to do at home. And my daughter is home for 3 weeks. I don't know how this is going to go. Oh no. So I'm going to go first sit down. I'm going to put YouTube on because that's what I want to do right now is listen to YouTube. I don't want to read right now. I'm going to put on YouTube and I'm going to just sit and make a list for pretty much every day this week to figure out what I need to do every day so I don't try to do it all today. That's what I need to do. Hey, so it's now Wednesday. It's Christmas Eve. And I've been doing some reading. I feel like a lot of reading, but my normal speed of reading. I did finish Throne of Ice and Blood by Marion Blackwood. It's the second book in the Flame and Thorns series. This one is called following Draven and Selena from the first book. And I like this series. I am really enjoying it. When I'm in it, I'm in it. And I'm really loving it. It was really funny because yesterday I had to go to the grocery store and I was listening to it while driving, and I literally finished it while I was driving and I started to panic. The way that book ended, I had my hands up. I was like, oh, no, chanting the whole time I'm driving. Mind you, I'm by myself in my car. And there were people next to me, and you could tell that they were staring at me, but I didn't want to look at them. I was like, this is not okay. It's not okay. Oh my God. I gave it 4 stars. It was good. The first book, they're stuck in the Atonement Trials. And then the second one, they are taken to the Ice Dragon kingdom. And it's really interesting because each book is in a different place. So there is kind of traveling, but there's a lot of mystery going on. And there's 2 things that happened that with Draven and Selena, something was revealed, and I was kind of figured that. I wasn't for sure, but I was pretty sure because of him being a dragon. And with Selena, it made sense. And then the other thing, like it was like right before it was revealed, I was like, wait a minute. And I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. And I was like, I really like that she did that. But I also did start Shot in the Dark by Mary Dublin and Anne Kensley. I was so nervous to start this book. So I started it on Monday, and it's supposed to be like supernatural. And so the first few chapters, you're following a fairy named Sylvia. And I think her name is Sylvia. And I was like, how is this like supernatural? Like, I'm so confused. She wants to go out into the real world because it makes me think of like Tinkerbell. Okay. So she's like Tinkerbell. Like, she wants to go out and she wants to see things and she wants to do things. But the other fairies are not okay with it. They don't want her to go. Like, it's bad. Like, we don't want to be found out type of situation. It's kind of like that. She wants to go out and she wants to look at trinkets and gems and all this stuff. And there's a abandoned house by her, and there's a ghost in there, but she's not really lucid. And so she kind of is going through her stuff. Well, when she's in there, these two humans appear, and she's never seen a human before. So she's kind of like freaking out. She gets away and she goes back. And that's when there's two brothers that come in named John and Cliff. They're kind of described like Sam and Dean from Supernatural. The way they talk is like Sam and Dean from Supernatural. I absolutely love it. But I love that, like, when we get into John's point of view, it was, what in the Disney hell am I seeing right now? Like, because they've never seen a fairy before. They've never heard of a fairy before. They are hunters like Sam and Dean. And it is so interesting. And Cliff, he would technically be Dean. He's the shorter one. He's trying to draw what she is and like learn what she is and ask her questions, and she's not being truthful. So, and I think they're figuring that out. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if she's going to stick with them because there's two books, and I don't know if this is like an ongoing series or if it's just a duology. But I think it is freaking hilarious. I want to laugh so bad. Like, I'm really enjoying myself. I'm not very far in, but I am enjoying myself. I do really like it. And I feel like if you've watched Supernatural and loved it as much as I have, you would catch on to the similarities, like the talking and everything. It is so funny. And then today, because I finished Throne of Ice and Blood yesterday, I immediately had to start Court of Lies and Deceit by Marianne Blackwood, which is the third book in the Flame and Thorn series. I had to know what happened. The way that ended, I am just so glad that all five are out, because if I had to end that and not be able to read it for like a while, I would have lost my mind. It's like the whole Onyx Storm ending. Like, it was tragic. It was bad. I cried. Like, it was really bad. So I was really worried about how it was going to get picked up. And mind you, there's 3 more books. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Oh my God. It was bad. So right now they are in the Sealy Court in this book. Yeah, they're messed up. This king guy, his name is Orion. I think it's Orion. And you have to word everything very specifically, because if you don't, he could screw you over. And he already screwed them big time. So now they're in these like trials. And the trials are very interesting. And that's what I'm listening to right now. I'm already over 50% of the book. Want a bowl? Okay, I'll get you a bowl. So yeah, I'm going to keep listening to that. I got to make sourdough bread. I have to make a zucchini casserole. I need to make an Olive Garden, stuffed mushrooms. I have to make stuff today. So I'm doing this check-in so I can get all of my kitchen stuff done all at one time. So now I'm going to go take care of my kids, keep listening to this book, and get some kitchen stuff done. I'm so excited. I already got all my laundry done this week. My dishes are all up to date. Like, I don't know what is going on this week, but I got my shit together. I'm really proud because I wasn't trying to get my shit together. It just happened to be that way. But like last night, my throat was bad. So now I have tea. My tea is really good. It's just green tea with honey and a little bit of sugar, but I can't really taste the green tea, and I think it's because my throat is so sore that my taste buds are off. But I'm really liking my tea right now. It's nice and warm. But yeah, it is 10 a.m. I really need to make bread. I really need to make bread. So I'm going to make bread. I'm going to do all the other stuff I need to do and listen to my book. Hey, so I finished A Court of Lies and Deceit. Um, it was sad. It was, oh my God, it was heartbreaking. I started this book by audio this morning, and it's like around 2:30. I just finished it. It says it was like 11 hours, but I put it on 1.75 speed. So, oh my God. What happened in the end? Oh, the next book, because I think her next one's going to be her villain era. Like, she is going to just pop off in the next book, but the next one is not an audio book. I can only get it as a Kindle. They don't have it as an audio on Hoopla. So I'm going to have to actually read that one. And right now I'm still reading another book, and I want to read a few more like Christmassy books. I It's not a good situation that they're in. They're no longer in the Sealy court. So each book they're for sure in one court or area at a time. I was so confused when the trials ended at about 70%, and I was like, we still have 30% of this book. I'm confused. And then something came up and I went, right. So now there's another thing that they have to do. And now they're no longer the Sealy court. Oh, this is not good. My heart felt like it got ripped out of my chest. Like, this is like a 4-star series for me. Like, it's really good. There are points that are really annoying, really repetitive. But mind you, she's writing these books really quick, and they're around 390-ish pages. She's writing these very quickly, because I think the last one was only done like a few months before this one got put out, and I think she's only taking like a few months. She's whipping these things out. Um, do I wish she took probably a little bit more time? Probably, but I mean, it's good. It is very entertaining. Because like Draven is the only dragon shifter that can do a half shift, because he is half human. Other dragon shifters cannot walk around as a human with their wings out. He can. So he does use that to his advantage. And she does learn more about like her powers in this one. And that I thought was really cool. But man, I think I need to mentally wrap my head around what happened before I even get into the fourth one, because this one was a little rough. This one was a little bit hard to listen to. And I was trying to crochet at the same time. And my God, it was gut wrenching. But yeah, so today I don't think I'm going to read any more. I still need to finish my casserole and my mushrooms. The cookies are done. They're baked. They're out. They're all good. I'm thinking, because both my kids are asleep right now. I got them to finally take a nap, because our Christmas Eve takes a very long time. So I'm like, you guys have to take a nap. Like, you guys have to. So they're currently napping. I think I need to edit a video. I need to do some TikToks, Instagram stuff. Some like computery stuff is what I'll do, but I don't think I'm going to listen to a book. If anything, I'll put on YouTube. But I do have a book that I got from Libby. I think it's called A Den of Vipers. I got approved for. If anything, I'll listen to that, because I think it goes back in like 13 days. And I haven't started it yet, and I want to start it. But man, I'm sad. I'm so sad. Like, why? Why did we have to do this? Oh. Hey guys, so I have a lot of reading updates to give you, because it's currently Monday. And last time I checked in was Wednesday. Been a few days. I just, with Christmas and everything going on, and I got really sick. I'm still pretty sick, but I feel a lot better. I'm not as like dry throat. I lost my voice for a day. Like, I sat in this bed for 2 straight days and never moved. I only went to go to the bathroom and I would go get tea. That was it. Very minimal, but it was not good. But I do have to say, I just want to go over all the books I did read, because I did read, but I just won't really go over when I read them because there was just a lot going on. So, in this whole week, I did finish A Black Veil Christmas by, oh man, where am I at? B.M. Clemton. There we go. Gave her 3 stars. I don't really necessarily think it needed to be written, but it was fine. I feel like the epilogue that she had before, like a little mini novella, it's after this one, but this one was published after that. So I don't really understand why we went back in time, but I'm not B.M. Clemton. I still read it. It was okay. I did finish Shot in the Dark by Mary Dublin, and then, oh my God, I can't think of the other name. That was so good. I gave it a 4.25. It was good. And I am so confused because Sylvia, the fairy, she's a fairy the entire time. She's never like the size of a human. She's like the size of Tinkerbell. Like, she's little. And Cliff and her, like, I don't necessarily think it's considered a slow burn, because they don't really like mention like, oh, they're beautiful, da 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 da. At the end, they kind of start acting on it, but like, he's a human. She's Tinkerbell. How is that going to work? I need to know, because I don't understand. And the more, like, I haven't read it for a few days, the more I want to pick up the second one, because I'm so confused. I I don't know. But like, the stuff that happened with her mom and her sister and her, all of her, oh my God. It was bad, but she does help get the werewolf, and I was so glad that she was there to do that. I really liked it. I did really like it. I really enjoyed it. And I liked her banter between Cliff, John. No, she's supposed to be with John, not Cliff. Supposed to be John, John and Sylvia. I loved their banter between the three of them. Oh my God. It was so funny. I loved it. Loved every second of it. I did finish Throne of Ice and Blood by Marion Blackwood. I gave that one 4 stars. That one was good. I love how every book they're in a kingdom type situation. It's they're in that kingdom in that one book, and then at the end they're going to somewhere else. So then I read Court of Lies and Deceit by Marion Blackwood, which is the third one, and I finished and started that one in a day. I could not believe I started it and finished it in a day. Gave it 4 stars. Where they were at was just rough. Where they were at was so rough, with the Sealy court and all that. Like, that was just really bad. And I could not believe what was going on. And it was rough. And the way that ended, it ripped my heart out. And I don't think I'm okay enough to even pick up the next one. Like, my heart, every single book, it felt like it was getting ripped out more and more. And then my heart is obliterated. I don't know what these 2 next books are going to entail with Draven and Serena. I don't know how they're going to come back from what happened. It was devastating. Devastating. Those trials in the very end, oh, just go dig me a grave and go put me in there, because that, oh no, it's not good. It's not good. And then I tried to read Den of Vipers. I just saw it on my Libby and it was available, so I started listening to it. I would hate reading it on the 26th, the day after. I was so sick. I was in bed just crocheting, and I was trying to listen to it. I got to 111 pages and I had to stop, and I was getting so angry. I don't even remember any of the characters' names. I hated everything about that book, which you would think it's mafia, reverse harem, like, I'm going to love it. No. The main girl, I liked her. She had banter. She had a backbone. She stood up for herself.
She was cool. The four men, I hated every single one of them. I could not back up any of it. Like, usually when it's like a mafia like that, when they get her, they're nice to her, but mean to everybody else. Yeah, that wasn't the case. Um, I couldn't read it, so I stopped, and I'm not even mad that I stopped reading that book. Then I did Where We Found Our Home by Natasha Bishop, which I think Natasha Bishop is a physical read person for me, not an audiobook person. I just don't know if it's the narrators I don't like or something. I just think her books I need to physically read, not audiobook read, but I really did like. It was Sierra and Lincoln. Oh my god, Lincoln's a firefighter. Sierra is a author. She's trying to write her debut novel. She goes to a new town because she has a stalker, and you get his point of view in this book, and it freaked me out because I don't like stalker, but this was okay. It wasn't too much for me, but it was good. It was done so well, and she's trying so hard not to get them involved, and her and Lincoln, oh my god, it was so beautiful the way they fell in love, and it was really nice. I gave it 3 stars, but I don't think, like, I think because they were saying the jokes, it wasn't as funny. Like, if I read it, it would have meant more. So I think the next one in the series, I'm going to read it and not listen to it. And I'm going to see if Natasha Bishop is only a physical read person for me and not an audiobook person for me. It was good. I did like it. And it did have funny moments and all that, but I just don't think audiobook for Natasha Bishop is for me. And then I finished today A Pack for Winter by Ileana Lee. 4 stars. That was cute. You're following Ivy, and she's a teacher. She's a friend of Olive from the first book. And she does everything for everybody. She doesn't do anything for herself. The moment anybody asks for help, she's like, yeah, how do you want me to do it? Yeah, how do you want me to do it? She does not like take care of herself. And she, like, Logan, it lives in the town, and they've always kind of like seen each other, but they've never done anything. And she's on major suppressants and everything, so her scent isn't very inviting because she masks it. Because also she works with kids, so she wears a lot of the deodorant and all that stuff. And she somehow runs into Rome and James. I don't remember how they met. Oh, they met because they were buying wine in, I think, no, that was Logan. She helped him buy a bottle of wine to be with his dad. I don't remember how Rome and James. Oh, fish tank. Fish tank. Because Rome is a teacher at the school, and she's putting in a fish tank, and he's like, what do you mean you're doing this by yourself? So he helps her put the fish tank in her classroom. That's how it is. And then James is a vet tech. So he helps her set up the tank. Rome immediately is like, hey, she needs help setting this up. Like, she doesn't know anything about fish. Like, she wanted it for students. You need to come help her. So he does. And he makes a comment to her saying, hey, you got to put a fish in here that's named after me, a pretty one. And he is a beta, and he is with Rome. They met in New York, and they already are bonded, those two. Logan isn't bonded to anybody, and neither is Ivy. And she immediately bought a beta fish, put it in the tank, and named it James. And all the students know his name is James, but don't know that he's actually named after James. But watching them three was beautiful. Oh my god, this girl, they showed her every which way they could that they wanted to help her. They wanted to be there for her. They want to do things for her. She needs to stand up for herself, not do everything for everybody else. And like, they are just trying so hard. And it was sweet. It was so sweet. It was so sad too. The stuff that happened. Oh my god. And then her ex coming around. You married, you got 2 kids. Why are you coming around? You jackass. I could not handle that guy. And her sister was pissing me off. And she admits, like, because her sister's a beta and her parents are beta. She's the only omega, so they don't fully understand how she feels, but they're starting to understand with this relationship growing. And the two guys, Rome and James, bring in Logan like nothing. They're neighbors. They end up being they're next door neighbors. And they just, oh, it was so good. And I loved that Logan, he is not a normal alpha. Like, he is an electrician, but he doesn't have the like physique of an alpha. Like, he's a little bit more of a bigger gut. Like, not as bad, but like he's a little bit pudgier. And she goes, "No, I love it because you feel like my nest. You feel like my nest, and I don't want to leave." And he's like, "Oh, well, then you can lay on me whenever you want. Like, you, oh yeah, I'm fine with how I feel now." Like, it was beautiful. It was really, really good. I did really like it. I could not stop listening to it. I did not want to put that one down. But yeah, and I did start Alien Shield Ursa Dax, which is the Fated Mates of the Sea Sand Warlords, the eighth book. I cannot believe I'm in the eighth book of that one. I think I'm about 50% of the way through this series, and I think she just released a new one. I'm trying to catch up, guys. This is not okay, but I'm liking it. I really like Serena and Zion. Zion is like the blacksmith, and nobody else really does this stuff except him. His dad taught him. And Serena is a biologist. So she's helping grow the plants for the birth control and all that kind of stuff. And she one day just hears like hammering, and she doesn't know what it is. And it's Zion. Well, she goes to see him, and he knows. He stops, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just very curious as to what you were doing." So he kind of like puts his stuff down very slowly, shows her, doesn't really say much. He's already been called by the Lavrika 6 days before. So he knows that she's supposed to be with him, but he's trying not to push her because he knows that the women don't feel the bond. So he wants her to fall in love with him for him. And so he's trying to be with her, but like not push her. The point that I'm at right now is he is moving his tent because the Death Plans tribe, they just got there. They're putting all the single men around the village and all the couples in the middle of the village for room. And he has to move his out. And she says, "I'll come help you. I'll help you carry your things out there." And he's like, "No, that's not something you need to be doing. Like, I have it." And she's like, "No, I want to help. I feel bad because like we can't move our tent because we're all single women and we have to be in the middle. I want to help you. It's fine." So she's helping him move the tent. But I'm like, "Girl, this is only like 200 pages. It's short." I'm like, "You're gonna get to Bangtown that quick?" We're gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, so I feel like I did pretty good this week. I didn't life slump this week. Last week was really rough with my brain goblins. The oh, it was so bad last week. I am gonna go. This has been a very long outro, and I really don't like making them this long, but because I have not done a check-in in a while, it was a lot longer than normal. So I'm gonna go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.